Welcome to the reading for everyone currently staring at their life like, Spirit, respectfully, what on earth are we doing here? Because if your journey was a TikTok transformation video, you would currently be in the stage where the creator has glued rhinestones to a cabbage and painted one eyebrow blue and attached a spoon to their forehead and announced, "Trust the process." Meanwhile, you're sitting there, clutching your emotional support iced coffee, screaming, "Absolutely not, I refuse. This cannot possibly become anything good." The comment section in your brain is in full panic mode. Why is Sarah already engaged? Why is James making 6 figures selling printable frogs on Etsy? Why did my situationship get married before replying to my text? Why does everyone else appear to be following IKEA instructions while my life came with mystery screws and a handwritten note saying good luck? And honestly, fair questions. Because sometimes life really does feel like someone handed you ingredients for a cake and included a traffic cone, 3 paper clips, a live flamingo, half a baguette, and a tax return from 2014. You look around the kitchen and think, there is no recipe on earth that ends well from here. But then, 6 months later, the montage music starts playing. Suddenly, the weird job connects you to the perfect opportunity. The rejection redirected you to the thing that actually fits. The random hobby becomes useful. The delayed launch protects you from disaster. The person you envied ends up teaching you exactly what you needed to know. And the flamingo somehow turns out to be essential. And you're left staring at the final result, wondering why the flamingo was involved at all. This reading exists for the people in the middle scene. Not the beginning where everything is exciting, not the ending where everything makes sense. The middle, just before the montage. The ugly first draft. The chapter where the audience thinks the main character might actually be doomed. Because plot twists don't announce themselves politely. Miracles rarely arrive wearing name tags. Masterpieces often begin looking suspiciously like mistakes. So if your life currently resembles a detective board made of red string, sticky notes, and emotional damage, congratulations. You may not be failing. You may simply be in episode 4. And episode 4 can get weird. So let's dive into your reading. We have 3 piles to choose from. Choose whichever pile you feel the most called to today. Pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. Okay, amazing. Welcome pile 1. Get comfortable. Grab your drink. Settle into your space. And let's see what Spirit has been quietly assembling behind the scenes while you've been questioning the entire production budget. We have the 7 of Autumn. This card says, have patience and don't worry. Take time to rest and plan your next steps. And it talks about a prudent investment of time or money. So this is talking about just your general vibe. You're not sure if you chose the right path. I wasn't sure if I even wanted to choose this deck. I was like, I just don't know. Like, it's just not, And the 7 of Autumn is the same thing. It's like, it's not giving what it was meant to give, what it said on the container that it was meant to give. Because you love logic. You like it when things make sense. You know in your head that 2 plus 2 is 4. So if it keeps repetitively giving 3, you know quick maths. You can do that quickly. And you might not say anything, but you kind of recognize that. And so you're just wanting balance. You're wanting to be like, like everything makes sense now. Like, okay, my boss gave me a promotion for all those times that I like was underpaid for my work, or you know, my partner did something to make up, like something happened to make up for everything else. That's how you want to feel moving forwards. So right now you might feel like that desire to shift and switch within you, but then you're obviously tied to your responsibilities and your resources too. So we actually have the same card again, just like from another deck. So this feeling that you have is like the space where your glow up is being made. Like this feeling where it's like, I'm not sure if anything's gonna like working. I'm not sure like if this is where I want to be. It's like that feeling is gonna lead you to take an action that kickstarts something positive. So it's like a blessing in disguise. Like right now it might just feel like, I don't know, like a word my mom uses a lot is frowsy. It's like a Caribbean word. Like it just feels like like I ordered the 5-star. This is the frowsy deluxe. I don't know if frowsy can be deluxe, but I just need that little sprinkle of something, some fairy glitter dust on this situation. But that feeling within you is causing you to create that fairy dust that doesn't currently exist. So that's like the blessing in disguise that's happening in your life right now. And other people are seeing you as powerful too. But then within you, you're like, okay, but I don't feel like I'm where I want to be. So every compliment, it's like, are you mocking me, or are you being sarcastic? Like maybe you grew up with people who are like a little tough on you, and you're like, are you genuinely mocking me because I'm not where I want to be? Okay. And I feel like all of this resistance you're feeling and like stagnant kind of energy is causing you to connect more with creating what you actually want, getting tapped back into your like big term vision for your life, not just in terms of like, oh, I'm doing this on Wednesday, then this bill's due next month on this date. Like in terms of like, who am I here to be? Like what legacy am I here to create? What's on my bucket list? Not just in terms of places I want to go, but like who I want to become. It's making you dive deeper and ask those questions, whereas if you were enjoying everything, you would just stay. But the uneasy feeling is making you ask the bigger questions. So it's really maybe making you connect with spirituality more, with your affirmations, even like this reading now, and wanting to understand like exactly what is going on. So you might even be feeling called to leave this job, and you're feeling like that's the ending of the situation. Like once I leave this job, or once I leave, I feel like it is a job for this pal. Everything is just gonna come into fruition. And it's like you want to like chase after your dreams, like you're running away from your job and into your dream life, but then another part of you isn't there yet. But like there's like two parts. Like a part of you is scared that this is going to ruin things, but it's not. Like first of all, I don't even know if you need to leave your job to feel how you want to feel. And secondly, when and if you do take this journey, it's not going to feel scary. It's going to feel beautiful. It's going to feel like relief and like paradise. So it's not going to be a scary thing. But yeah, stepping into a new mind space inside of yourself might have more like short-term results for you, like making a dream life plan, or like a that girl plan, or a Pinterest board or something, where you're like, okay, I know I feel slightly off, so I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna dedicate to something to feel the way I want to feel. and make something new happen in my life without having to move to a new country and change my name and get reconstructive facial surgery. You know, I can just, 9 a.m. Pilates on a Sunday or something, and just finding your ways to feel that way that you want to feel, and embodying that lifestyle. Because there's a plot twist coming. Like, I feel like once you really choose the life that you want, it will be able to come to you more. And when you begin to choose this life in small ways, it will be easier to choose this life in big ways. Like, you might not always be able to put yourself first. So putting yourself first 100% might be a lot. But if you just begin to put yourself first in small ways, eventually it will be easier to do so in big ways as well. So I hope you loved this reading. Let's get into your final card. Yeah, you will be going on this journey of like, whether you're able to integrate some kind of new profession or career into your life and do some kind of like remote working kind of lifestyle and digitally travel when you have the right vibe. Things do change all the time, and it's not saying that you have to do this today or tomorrow, but like this dream life that you're feeling, like it is a part of your story, and opportunities are happening around the scenes to make this possible, and this situation is awakening your desires to what you want and allowing you to call in what you've been inspired by into your present today. So those are all the messages I have for you, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Leave me a comment if there's a reading that you would love to see on my channel, because I'm taking requests and I'd love to make it for you. Okay, bye. Welcome in, Pal 2. You've found your pile. You've taken your seat. The lights are dimming, metaphorically. The movie is about to start. Let's find out exactly what is going on. What is this crazy plot twist that is coming in for you, that is gonna make everything make sense and make everything fall into alignment, which is what we want. Okay. So right now, it's interesting. I almost see you coming into this reading like everything in my life is fine. Like, that's how you feel. So I'm like, why did she click it? But at the same time, like, you might be a masculine energy. Like, guys will say, oh yeah, it's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine. But then at the same time, this is the message the cards are giving. It's like there's something you know deep down that was feeling like a blockage for you, or it's like you might feel like you're like overcompensating. So it's like when you hang out with people, people might know you as the most sociable person, but it's because deep down you feel so anxious. Or it's like people know you as the most generous person, but it's because you don't want to be seen as broke, and like actually you're not as wealthy as you put on, or something like that, where you feel like, I don't know, it's like your strength feels like your weakness. I mean, that's a quote. When weak appears strong, when strong, I don't know, when strong appear weak. So it's like you feel like there's no problem, but then you feel like the problem is obvious and it's everything. Like, it's me, hi, I'm the problem, it's me, but there's no problems. And then that's how you feel. Sometimes you might be like, oh my gosh, everything is so messed up. I'm so messed up. And then other times you're like, I'm the most perfect thing ever and I can never do anything wrong. Some people might be like that all the time, but that's coming out in this reading. And it's like you've got these two sides of you. Again with the Two of Pentacles, where it's like it's just depending on which one is needed. This is how I sometimes felt before I got into spiritual healing, like EFT and stuff. Like I think like if you're going through life and you're like, oh, everything's fine, I can do anything, just going through. But then you might have a moment where you stop and you're like, oh my gosh, like I'm panicking, nothing is fine. Like literally nothing is fine. And you're like, oh no, I'll bandage that up, like everything's fine. No, everything's fine. And it's like, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's like, no, this word isn't wanting to come out. It's like if someone says, oh, I have high-performing anxiety, is that the word? Or it's like someone may have anxiety, but you wouldn't know because they're almost overcompensating. Or it's like they're doing so much that you wouldn't notice. And you might be feeling like you want to become one side only. You don't like these two sides. So you prefer to just be the one where like, be more like a realist. So like, not like everything's fine, but like everything's okay, like everything's good. Everything's good. You want to leave behind the part that maybe you can over catastrophize, but then other times that scares you because it's like you're like, does that mean I have to be perfect in order to be that way, in order to close the gap almost? Like, does every single decision I make have to be flawless? Okay, there's messages coming up here about you making a decision to, like, this may be that in some moments your mental health may struggle more, but it's not like all the time. It's like once a week or once a month, and you're wanting to move towards that version of yourself where everything's okay, or eventually everything's amazing, so that you can be, you know, that family, I want to say family guy, but you might be a girl. Like, I think it's mostly girls that watch my stuff, but I know that with the algorithm, anyone could really find this reading and maybe like the colors or anything, want to know what's inside. So you're wanting to create something maybe more peaceful and more stable, but then that feels like a bit boring, and you'd rather be like just going about and doing your own thing, thinking about you. So you're just like not sure which side right now is gonna win. Like, okay, you can easily say, yeah, the positive / realist side, yeah, I want that to win, but then you still have some resistance. So it's like there's a gap between these two sides of you, but you're desiring to close it now because you realize that it's there. And so by desiring to close this, it's also cooling in, I want to say, your manifestations and your future as well. So things are becoming better because of this desire, even though it feels like maybe more of a burden. Like, you might think, oh, I'll have to be more responsible, or, you know, take more care of my health, or do this or do that, in order to become that version of myself, and for things to start falling into place. and making sense. Maybe there's a relationship that you want to work as well, and it's just feeling like it's a bit too slow and boring. But then a part of you is like, I want to be more responsible. And this relationship's like quite responsible energy, even though there might be some passionate but intense things involved with it. But you're feeling like it's just like the version of you that you want to become matches the frequency of this relationship, and it helps you to become a better version of yourself as well. And it might be a moment where like you might feel like you're a very steady person, but your emotions can sometimes roller coaster, like I said, maybe once a week, a month, a quarter, a year, I don't know how often. But you're almost like in resistance to it. So when you feel these emotions, you feel like it changes who you are. So you don't feel like you're a good person anymore or something. Or like you just don't feel so capable anymore when you're in this mind space. But a message I'm hearing is if you can let this roller coaster kind of move you to make the changes in your life that you want to see happen, it can be a productive experience rather than something that's like terrifying, or not terrifying. I don't know if it's terrifying for you, that just came out, but like something that's, emotional. It might make it feel like something that's okay, I grew from this experience. And maybe some of those things that maybe feel a bit more stable or responsible, like maybe saving or buying a house, I don't know, there's just things in your life that you want to do that you have the ability to, like technically, but you're like having resistance because it feels a bit too stable or too boring. And some of it, or like getting therapy, and these things will also help to stabilize you and stabilize your emotions and help you to move into this direction where you want to be. And it's going to make you even more grateful for like who you are and who you were, even the things that you see as negative now, because you're going to be like, oh, that's part of me. So that's your reading, pile number 2. Oh, we've got a few more cards. It's like sometimes I feel like you need to do so much spiritual healing. I don't know if it's just me. If you're a boy, it might be different. Like, I feel like if you're a boy and you have a wife and she's like praying over you and feeding you some high vibe nutrients or whatever, then you might not need to do that much spiritual healing. But I just feel like, because sometimes the frequencies can be quite dense, unless you're like the most like bouncy person ever, and you can just like, and you're like not an empath. Because if you're like even slightly an empath, you're gonna need to do that spiritual healing or like that cleansing or whatever that means for you. And this is something that will bring you success. And maybe it can be like a mission for you. Like, I'm on a mission to do this spiritual practice and achieve this result or this goal. Spirituality looks different for everyone. You're going to be more competent and more professional as a result of this integration. And move towards a softer lifestyle, a more gentle mindset, a more balanced way of thinking, where you're gonna look back and be like, whoa, I had no chill. But again, you're gonna love yourself, but you're gonna be like, that's so crazy how much calmer I am now. I'm not flip-flopping anymore. You're almost like nervous for this spiritually enlightened stage, because like the first stage was the realist stage, like the stable realist, but then afterwards it's like the joyful optimist, and you're like nervous to be a joyful optimist almost. But that's what's gonna finally come. Like the result of this journey that you're going on with this person as well is guiding you to become that joyful optimist. Not at once. You don't have to immediately become that if it's not in you. But over time, just opening up smaller and smaller to be able to experience that. So yeah, that is your final reading. And I hope it resonated. If you have any requests for readings you would like to see, leave them in the comments. Okay. Welcome, Pile 3. Thank you for being here. The opening credits are rolling. The popcorn is ready. And somewhere backstage, Spirit is frantically moving props around and insisting that this will all make sense later. Because right now, Pile 3, you are feeling guarded. You are feeling like something is just not what it was promised to be. Like you've like maybe invested in a relationship and it's not turning out or hasn't turned out the way you wanted it to be. You might want to like ground your nervous system, maybe turn the lights, I don't know what time it is, turn the lights down low, get like some cacao or like, I don't know, like a warm drink or something. Maybe you could like do your manicure while you do this, because I feel like you just need a zen moment, because you feel like something zapped you out of your divine feminine energy, and it makes me want to like take longer for your reading. I don't know if I will in the other two piles, because I'm like, maybe pile 3 just needs some me time. And you're like, why do bad things happen to good people? I don't get it. I don't get it either. And you're just feeling anxiety, maybe depression, maybe other mental health conditions. You're not feeling regulated. And something comes to mind, which is that this is what I feel. Like, if we were born and able to do whatever we wanted, like how animals could, well, animals can't really, but like how like an ocean fish might be able to, and you were just able to do what you wanted all day, and you didn't have to like, I don't know, pay bills and clock in, you wouldn't have all these mental health things that you're feeling right now. Like, we all wouldn't. And I think it's basically what's coming to mind is, I think it's a quote that's like, mental health conditions our body is reacting to not being in tune with our environment around us. So we're not in harmony with our natural environment. I think I read that when I was doing my master's thesis, and I included some like that, but I don't think that's the exact quote. Maybe ask ChatGPT for like what's the source, like what does the quote actually say. But like I'm feeling like that's you, because I had a feeling the other day and I was like, all the rules that we live by, like, I don't know, council tax is this, and like you have to, everyone has to own a rental property and everyone has to have a job, like all these rules that we function with, they were all written before we were born. So then I low-key feel a bit sorry for babies, like born into this world and they just have all of these rules prescribed on them about what they can and they cannot do, and they just have to be okay with it, because if they're not okay with it, it doesn't matter. Like, these are the rules, this is the system, this is how everything functions. Like, it's been decided before you were born by people who might not even be here anymore, so you have to follow this map. And so you're feeling like, you're not feeling revolutionary, but the feelings you're actually feeling are revolutionary in the same way. Like, you're feeling more anxious than revolutionary. Maybe it's because you might feel like you have the short end of the straw. Like, a revolutionary would be someone who felt like empowered, but you don't feel empowered anymore to become that revolutionary. You just feel anxious and like something's not correct. There's something about a relationship, like a collaboration or something, where it's like you feel like everyone can see. Like, if a relationship didn't go well, you're worried if maybe your friends or someone will know, or if it's like a big thing. God bless you if you're going through something like a divorce and you're like, oh, I'll have to tell the other parents and they'll know and they'll understand and this and that. And it just feels like maybe you feel like a bit lost right now in your relationships and you don't understand the meaning of what's happening or why it's happening. There's a new beginning coming in your love life, and you know this. You feel a lot of eyes looking into your love life, maybe judging you or wondering, oh, is everything as perfect as she says? And you know that something's coming, and it's like you're on a shadow work journey right now to prepare for like your upgrade or like your next level. Whether this is with this person or with someone else. Preparing for marriage. Like, I'm seeing like a new love, a new loving chapter coming in. Yeah, we've got all the loving cards. Someone that goes way back. Someone romantic and hardworking. So you feel like everything is over right now. You feel like everything that you had built is just, I want like a graveyard is what I'm hearing. And you feel like you just have to abandon ship. And that it's just like, just everything's full of creepy crawlies and scary and terrifying and bad and awful. But that's not what's actually happening. It's not, despite what you may be feeling. This is the moment where you are able to fill your cup to the top. It's like there's this Bible story of the person who builds their home on by the ocean, when the tides come, their home's gonna get washed away. But the person who builds their home on the sturdy foundation, their home can last forever. Or is it on stilts? I don't know. It'll last forever. And so it's like, if you want a forever home, but you're by the ocean, girl, you better move. Because that forever home is gonna get knocked and you have to rebuild it, and it'll get knocked and you have to rebuild it. You need to move to a forever destination, which is a destination where you're also embodied in your higher self, and you're completing yourself and becoming your higher self. You're becoming more luxurious from the situation that feels like everything's ended. You're becoming more beautiful, more intelligent, more wise, more woke, more kinder, more courageous, more brave, more powerful. You're creating better boundaries for yourself. You're becoming more intuitive, more successful, more respected, more magnificent. Girl, you're becoming more connected to your spirituality, more entrepreneurial from this situation that you feel like destroyed everything. You're becoming more perfect looking, right? You're becoming more relatable, more creative, more poetic, more I was gonna say like fertile, but like prosperous. Like your things work out more naturally, more free-spirited. Like you feel like this situation took so much from you, but if you actually look, you'll see you've gained so much instead. So it's like you're becoming every good thing, but you don't even realize, because maybe you need to do some more like before and afters with your life, whether it's before and after photos, or some people do that on social media. My first YouTube video versus my most recent one, I don't know. Or like looking at your old journal, just comparing, or like thinking about the different months through the year, just going on that journey and realizing the progress you're actually making, and allowing yourself to enjoy this period that you're in, like right now. Because this is you dreaming up your dream life. Like, this is you actually doing what it takes and maturing a little too. Not to say, oh, you need to mature, but it's like going from princess to queen. Like, you'll still be a princess, but I'm talking about your mentality is going from princess to queen, and people are going to treat you more as a princess when inside you go from princess to queen. I don't even know how that makes sense. So it's like you're worried that, oh, like if I turn into like the queen version of me, will people treat me like some old hag or some old crone, you know? But it's like, no, people will treat you even more like a princess, because you'll be even more in that archetype of like royalty, which is what you are. Wow, there's a big message coming in about relationships too. Maybe going on a new journey that can seem a bit daunting right now, but that ends with something so beautiful. I mean, we already went into this, like this love begins card, like this new relationship starting, but it's just coming out again as a double confirmation that you ain't gonna be single forever if you're single. But if you are single, like, you know this person, And if you're not single, then it's like this person, obviously. There seems to be some kind of like loss or delays with this person though, even though it's seeming like some kind of inevitable energy. Like either you're with them now or there's like hella delays. So I'm just gonna hope that you're with them like already. Okay. Yeah, there's some kind of delay on this, where it might be like this next 6 months of you just becoming the best and most magnetic person, and like being okay with that if you're single, and using that energy to create your dream life. Like if when you were a little girl you were like, oh my god, I always wanted to be a singer on the radio, becoming a singer on the radio. F this person, right? Would you rather this person or become a singer on the radio? Like, or if it's like when you were a little girl you always wanted to, girl, I don't know what you wanted to do, but like achieving those dreams that you had, like you always wanted to open a restaurant, right? And like finally opening that restaurant. Now who are you? You're not the girl depressed, you're the girl who owns her dream restaurant. You feel differently, you glow differently, you're focused on you. Even this past situation was leading you in this journey of prioritizing yourself, and this version of you where it's like you've achieved everything, you've completed every goal for your life. And I think that that's kind of energy is what makes someone a celebrity. It's like, oh, they've just completed every goal. I feel that with celebrities, that they can just do anything. It feels like their power is unlimited. And if they don't do something, like if Nicki Minaj doesn't go to space, I feel like it's because she's chosen. She doesn't want to go to space. Whereas to me, it might be other things, you know? Like, my choice wouldn't be the first thing. I feel like Nicki's probably been asked before to go to space. Do you know what I mean? Like, so you're getting to that place where it's like, I don't know, if you're in a transition between relationships, it might be that you were such an amazing person before, but low-key you were settling, because low-key you're like, I want to be the kind of girl who's like a self-made billionaire, but I'm like gonna be okay with 10k a month. Not that 10k a month is bad, but it's not the same thing. I mean, it can add up to that over like, I don't know, like 20 years. Did I say billionaire? It can't even add up to that in your life. So you're trying to shift into a new frequency. So you're like, you know, I love these 10k months. Maybe in your past relationship, I love this home we're living in, or I love the days we spend together. But deep down, there's a new kind of life you actually want to live. So now, instead of settling for something that was 100% or 50%, you know, you're creating 100% with 0% right now, and then becoming like just 100 of 100 and everything. Like, maybe you want to go more on your chakra journey after this reading, of making sure all 7 of your chakras are aligned in all moments. So like, I'm seeing a vision of like you before your day, like activating each of your chakras perfectly, and then like
then you go about your day in complete union and alignment, and like everything works out. Like someone gives you $1 billion, and then you go shopping for like your dream items, and then a chef cooks you your favorite meals, and then like just everything's just perfect. And it's because your chakras are so aligned. Because right now you're like your chakras are 50%, and you're like and you're just kind of droopy and drowsy and not feeling good. But I see you prioritizing the journey of being perfect internally and externally, and that internal perfection of not ignoring things. When you were settling before, it's because you were ignoring things and you were okay with that. You know, Beyonce, I'm sure she has to hit every move. If one move doesn't look right, she can't just ignore that. If I was at the club and I didn't hit every move, like Beyonce would be fine. But Beyonce is not fine. And so you're wanting to get to that level of perfection, of that level of internal alignment, so that, like, this is a metaphor that the cards are saying. Right now, you're expecting to create a 10 out of 10 lifestyle, feeling 5 out of 10. Whereas in the future, because of this situation, you're going to bring yourself to feel 10 out of 10, which will effortlessly create a 10 out of 10 lifestyle. So you're not going to, like, what's that quote by Megan Thee Stallion? What do you do if you're not feeling like a baddie in the morning? She says she goes back to bed. She goes back to sleep. And that's the metaphor for you. Like, you're going to go back to bed, wake up feeling brand new, like a baddie, and go about your day having baddie miracles happening all around you, because you'll be in a baddie miracle vibration. And you're building your stability right now, your internal and your external stability. You're becoming the house built on a sturdy foundation. It's not just your relationship, it's who you are becoming inside, so that it doesn't matter what situation comes, you can handle it. Not just because you've got the training, but there's something within you that's maybe more mature. Maybe you feel like you're maturing 10 years in 1 year, so that you can be ahead. But you're not seeing that right now, because the maturing is putting you ahead, you know? And one day you're going to be looking back like, oh my god, how did I think that this is the end? Like, how did I think nothing was going to work for me? Everything is working for me. I've got the love I wanted. I have the career I wanted, the happiness, the health. I am the girl who has it all. I'm the girl who has 100% 10 out of 10. Right now you feel like the 5 out of 10 girl. And you're building that. You're going on your journey right now. Becoming that girl. Maybe watching my That Girl reading. Diving into your spirituality. Taking care of yourself. Because you deserve it.
Okay, those are all your messages, and I hope you love this reading. Bye bye.